Well, ladies and gents, another trade deadline gone. And so this is the one where I saw Spencer Arrighetti come to the Blue Jays, and a very promising pitcher in a very strong farm system. I mean, we always fleece these guys, so I don't know why they keep doing business with us, other than to poach their best prospects at the time or overall. And they got our stinky leftovers. Daulton Varsho, who was really having a hard time hitting the ball, and even on a defensive end, he didn't look like that gold glover that we saw back in 2025, I think. We had to let him go. Plus, he was going to ask for more than $10.7 million. He was probably going to ask a lot more than I think people expected that he would. I think my favorite trade is José Soriano. We made this trade came out of nowhere. Now, I knew we were definitely in for him, but I didn't think we would get him. And I didn't think Ross had the gall to put Arjun Nimmala, our number 2 prospect in our farm system, in a trade. Like, that's insane. And I didn't see the press conference, but I did read a quote about how he felt and how he thought he let the fans down, which is very true. Because this year completely went into another direction that I didn't think we'd be going in. So he awards us with all these awesome trades. And I was surprised that we got so much for Jeff Hoffman. I mean, I'll just show you them all so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Josh Smith, we got Stephan, and Rangers got Adam Macko. I think we both won this trade. We get some more youth, bullpen and the outfield, and they get a promising left-handed pitcher who can do a lot for them, honestly. I wasn't expecting that we would get a lot for Gausman because of the, down year would be sugarcoating it. Horrid year that we witnessed. But I'm happy that we at least got 2 infielders, both with contact and who can hit the ball hard and get on base and steal a ton of bases. can't really hate on any deal because there's really a horrible one. I mean, maybe the Jameson Italian one, and the name that was to be named later was Kevin Gausman. So we really got a big league ready pitcher with a down year and two more prospects. And let's see, where are the others? I will be the first to say I haven't always had the most faith in Ross when it comes to decisions of letting fan favorite players go, and he surprised me, honestly. I would give the job that he did a solid A. And I do believe that we can still make okay noise. Like, we're not going to finish 74 and 88. At least I don't think so. But it was interesting to see how hard of a businessman, how hard he goes for the best return of any deal. Even if it's not the best return, he still goes in there and does everything that he can to help this team get better. Okay. So Hoffa has played for the Rockies, Blue Jays, the Cincinnati Reds, the Philadelphia Phillies. We definitely won this trade. Left-handed pitcher Dasan Hill, right-handed pitcher John Klein, infielder Dameury Pena, and international signing bonus pool space from the Twins in exchange for right-handed World Series choker Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman compiled a 7.59 ERA in 12 appearances as a closer before manager John Schneider demoted him. Hoffman bounced back in a big way in a different role. For the past 34 games, he's had an ERA of 3.34. Has surrendered runs in just 8 of those appearances. Hoffman struggled mightily with home runs his first season in Toronto, with his 15 allowed ranking among the most relief pitchers. The issue reared its ugly head in Game 7 in a major way. He surrendered the game-tying home games or something crazy like that. Game-time home run in the 9th inning of the game against the LA Dodgers. Thank God we don't have to deal with him anymore. Dasan Hill has a 5.80 ERA in 16 starts with the Twins' High A affiliate in Cedar Rapids. He was the 7th-ranked prospect in the Twins organization. John Klein, the 17th-ranked. prospect in the Twins organization. He made his debut against the Blue Jays on April 2nd. He pitched a scoreless ninth inning in an 11-4 win against the Blue Jays. Klein made 2 further appearances with the Twins in 2026. He has an ERA of 4.15 and in 4 1/3 innings in the MLB. Klein has a 5.91 ERA in 64 innings with the Twins' AAA affiliate in St. Paul. Pena has split his time between single A and high A. Single A Fort Myers and high A Cedar Rapids. He's slashing a 300 batting average, 373 OBP, and a 362 slugging with 1 home run and 47 RBIs. So we got yet another contact hitter. All we got to do is hit the ball far enough so guys can come home when they're on base. That's all we got to do. Line for sure. This was our second worst season in the last 3 years. And I'm pretty sure Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro said, we got to do something. We got to do multiple things to get this team back on track and get more runs, try to get more home runs, develop more pitching prospects that have had MLB experience or who are ready, close to being ready to being called up. And they did that. We did a lot of selling, but some impressive buying too. Okay, that was fucking weird. Like I said, I'm just watching the game now, and Bieber is doing pretty good. There are 2 guys on base for the Houston Astros, which is pretty scary, but there are 2 outs. So hopefully he can turn this into a double play, and it'll be gravy. Like I was saying, I love the activity that Ross did this trade deadline. He didn't hold back, and Bieber just struck out a third batter. And he knew what needed to be done. He did it. He got us a great haul of young prospects and MLB-ready players. And fucking Soriano, I still can't believe we got him. It's insane. I don't know how he does it, but it's just fucking insane. So Max Scherzer and Shane Bieber, we felt that because we have so much support here, it wasn't necessary that we trade them. And he also mentioned their benefit to Blue Jays continuing to compete in 2026. Don't know how that's possible, but I do not have Ross Atkins' brain. I have my own. And their impact on players around them. So we are trying to re-identify ourselves with what we had done in the past, which is winning, having a tough mentality, loving each other, love playing on the same field with each other, all that good shit. I believe this group is still going to compete, and we have added some pieces that will allow them to compete. We feel like we have added some impact pitching to our group. No shit, that is an understatement. And Ross acknowledged how tough the year has been, how tough it was moving on from players they respected and appreciated. It was very tough. Feels accountable for where they are, but also didn't wave the white flag on the season either. Accountability. Taking accountability is something that I really look up to someone for being able to not just say it, but mean it. This team was supposed to go further, and that it is on me. It's not all on me, it's the players also. But we haven't been following our game plan. We haven't been reaching bigger heights, and we're better than this. And I acknowledge that it's been very tough for us. I love the accountability factor that Ross isn't just pushing aside like he used to do in the past. And I think that's what makes a good owner. Someone who can realize their faults and realize that not everything is hunky-dory. We're not just playing to play. We're playing, trying to compete. Capacity, I don't know anymore, but I mean, the best that we can do is pull something out of our ass and try to compete in one way or another. For a wild card, probably, because it's too late to go for the division. Here are some more updates from Instagram that I missed. And this is prior to the game that is going on right now. Spencer Arrighetti is under team control until 2030. Arrighetti earned an American League Pitcher of the Month honors in May after allowing 3 earned runs across 29 innings, stabilizing Houston's rotation that was in tatters. Never heard of that saying before. Nothing since has looked the same. He's got an 8.34 ERA in the past 9 starts. He is currently on the 15-day IL due to an ailment, but is not expected to need more than the requisite 15-day sideline. 6th-round pick in 2021. The Astros picked him. He has endured an uneven beginning to his major league career. Hopefully, Pete Walker can fix that. The headliner of the Blue Jays' return for Jeff Hoffman is left-handed pitcher Dasan Hill. Twins number 7 prospect, a big, hard-throwing lefty with a serious upside. And Padres desperately need an outfielder. Lucas, Sanchez, Piñongo are some names they took a look at, and Ross probably said no, and that's why it didn't happen. Piñongo, I think, is still in AAA, so he wouldn't be on at 40-man anyways. Oh, wait a minute. Ben Nicholson Smith. A great deadline, I must say. I would have dealt Bieber, but if they weren't getting a good return, I'm fine with keeping him. Jays have a good enough team to at least compete for a wild card spot. I mean, so Springer stays as he should. I'm guessing maybe Scherzer will be DFA'd or traded somewhere for cash, like Ross usually does in a non-deadline setting. It's so sweet. Hoffman said something good about us. Once you play in a place like this, you don't want to leave. It's so sweet. Well, if you didn't suck, you wouldn't have to leave or get traded. Okay, this was what I was looking for. So Jameson, Tyon, and infielder Josh Smith have reported to the team and will be active tonight. Lazaro Estrada, recalled from AAA, will be active tonight. John Klein, option to AAA. But what of the other guys? José Soriano.
Hello.
Yeah, that is our ace. And wow. That's crazy. This whole deadline has been crazy. So Miles Straw taking over in center field for now. Braden Fisher and Spencer Miles get some of Hoffman's leverage innings. And Arrighetti on the IL with nerve irritation in right foot. Could make a rehab start Wednesday. Jameson Tyon slots into the rotation. And this is post-deadline notes from John Schneider himself. Saw that.
This group with the Blue Jays, always special to us.
He's all Andre Kirk with a drive, and that ball is out of here.
Bam!
This
Vámonos. Vámonos, Kirky. Maybe Kirky's getting his power back. I mean, fuck, hopefully. Wow, that was a busy day even for me. Doing all these lives makes me tired, but it was worth it. All the time that I spent watching the computer screen, seeing if there were any moves, which turned out to be a lot of moves. And that's always good news. So we got about 48 more games to figure shit out, I think. Yeah, 48 more games. Hopefully we go down swinging and go down winning. Thanks for tuning in, and see you later.